Catfish hunter, hit better than DiMaggio. And I can run better than O.J. Simpson, wrestle better than Jack Briscoe.
Jerry Lawler, he's the king, and he can do everything. Woo!
I can sing better than Johnny Cash, dance better than old Fred Astaire. Farrah Fawcett ain't got nothing on me, baby, just look at my pretty hair. Now why didn't they cast me in the Superman role? They wouldn't need special effects with me. I can already jump a building in a single bound. I'm greater than Muhammad Ali.
Jerry Lawler, he's the king, and he can do everything. Woo!
Old Jerry Lee Lewis thinks he can play the piano. Well, baby, just listen to me. Oh, I'm the real killer, mama.
Play pretty, Jerry.
And when it comes to talking, old Howard Cosell thinks he's great. But he'll start walking when I start talking. I could have talked Nixon out of Watergate. Now, I got more money than J. Paul Getty, and I'm richer than old Howard Hughes. But Jackie Onassis needs a little money. I always got something she can use.
Jerry Lawler, he's the king, and he can do everything. Woo!
Give me that guitar over there. You know, old Chet Atkins thinks he's a real figure. Baby, just listen to these licks. I'm a better artist than Michelangelo. Mona Lisa's got nothing on me. 'Cause when it comes to being pretty, baby, I'm the prettiest you're ever gonna see. Old Robert Redford thinks he's a ladies' man, and Elvis thinks he's the king. But you just ask any little girl you see, and she'll tell you that I'm the real thing.
Jerry Lawler, he's the king, and he can do everything. Jerry Lawler, he's the king, and he can do everything. Woo!
Wait a minute. Not the Indians again, man. Get the Indians out of here, would you? Bagpipes too?
Anybody and everybody say that I'm sick and I'm crazy. Shut up, I gotta talk.
Slam that shoulder into the post. Now LeDuc hammering Lawler once again. Lawler, bull with that right hand of Joe LeDuc. Big Joe whips him. Oh. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to break him up because they are on the ropes. Now LeDuc gets him away from the ropes, resets his hands. Big Joe. A stinging right hand.
opportunity to tell you that it was for the fans a great night when you all won the Southern Tag title. But you've got in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Coliseum, you've got yourself a tremendous...
Before we get into that, we're going to polish the belts up, and we're taking them down to Selma, Tennessee. That's walking tall country, right? I'm going to walk around with tippy toe so I don't feel out of place.
Okay. We're going to be in Selma tonight. We're going to be over there tonight. Yeah, let me just say, this is a great situation for Bill and I to be in. We won the titles last week. We were very fortunate to do that. Now, the first thing we heard, that was Monday night, the first thing we heard Tuesday morning, the promotion called us and said, well, the bounty hunters naturally want a return match. And we said, well, we don't really have to give them one, do we? They said, no, you don't. At least not for 30 days. You don't have to give anybody one. So we got to thinking. They said, but they want one really bad. And I told Bill, I said, you know, we may just give them that match, but let's add a little stipulation on there. Chuck Malone has been in everybody's hair, so we decided to get in his hair. We told the promotion, if they want that match bad enough, if they want us to put up those belts, then Chuck Malone will have to put up his hair. And do you know that idiot agreed to do it? So what's going to happen down there Monday night? You're talking about Chuck Malone packing his bags and leaving. What's going to happen Monday night in Memphis is this. He will probably leave because nobody is going to be able to stand the humiliation that he's going to suffer. He's going to get beat by a woman, and then he's going to have his head shaved. And after that, nobody will be able to show their faces.
He said he's going to be down there, so I know that. Handsome Jimmy, yes, sir.
You know, I got a hell of an idea, Daddy. I got a hell of an idea, baby. You know, Handsome Jimmy, the hottest thing, baby, in the world, baby. You know, this is Star Wars, mama. You know, everybody wants to pay to see Handsome Jimmy, and what I want right now, I want to talk to the Kingfish. You know, Kingfish, and I want to talk to Superstar, my partner, Superstar. Can you imagine Handsome Jimmy, Superstar, and Kingfish in the same ring at the same time with baby, Chuck Malone and the Bounty Hunters? What do you think about that, Star?
That's a great idea, and I believe we'd like to do that. But listen, hey, Handsome, will you just listen for a minute? Come back to us for 1 minute. It's a title match. That means you can't have a six-man title match, right? And the main thing we want is to scalp Chuck Malone, and we can't do that in a six-man tag, or he won't have it because the belt is on the line, and that's the only reason he'll put his hair on the line, right?
Yeah.
Hey, brother, if that's the only thing you're worried about is Chuck Malone losing his hair, you know, Handsome Jimmy will pull him bald-headed, Daddy. I'll take his hair one at a time, Daddy. I'll pull the man, forget shaving the hair. Kingfish, do it, Daddy. Do a little pull. You got a lot of pull here, baby. You got some pull, Daddy. So pull Handsome Jimmy in on the main event, Daddy.
Handsome, just like, you know.
Some things he doesn't understand.
He's putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
See, here's what we're trying to say, Handsome. You're putting me in the middle and on the spot. Like Bill said, I'd love it. It'd be a great main event. But it's a title match. If we don't put up the titles, Chuck Malone's not going to put up his hair, so we're going to have a four-man tag.
What mean four-man tag, man? I said I want a six-man tag. This is what's happening. The people deserve a six-man tag. They want to see a six-man tag. This is what's happening. You know what, Kingfish? I think I feel a little jealousy here. I think I feel... Hey, Shortwit, go play with some short people. I think I feel a little jealousy here, Kingfish. I think I feel just a, you know, I'm getting some bad vibes. You know, I'm getting some bad vibes from Kingfish here, baby.
Maybe later they can get this thing together and talk about a six-man or something like that.
What we're trying to do, Handsome, is trying to tell you that we are the tag team champions. We're going to defend the belts, not in a six-man tag, but in a four-man tag. There's no jealousy. Your music was great, baby. I'll be the first one to admit it. It was fine. There's no jealousy, but we can't have a six-man match and get his hair at stake. And I think the people want to see Chuck Malone bald-headed more than they want to see a six-man tag, so that's what we're going to give them.
You know, Kingfish, and I want to tell you something right now, very honestly. I think you hold something against Handsome Jimmy. I think, baby, every time since Handsome Jimmy hit Memphis, I think since I hit Memphis, Tennessee, Daddy, you know, Handsome Jimmy's the hottest property, Daddy, since Coca-Cola, baby. And I want to say something. I feel a little tension because, you know, the Kingfish is not as popular as he used to be because all the people dig Handsome Jimmy now. You understand? This is what's happening now, baby. Handsome Jimmy's what's happening now. You know, just a few months, Handsome Jimmy's been in Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, already, Handsome Jimmy's got his own candy store. Go by, they say, Handsome Jimmy, since you get some free candy, fans. Do it for Handsome Jimmy, baby. That's Overton Square, Daddy.
I
This
know
is what's
your
happening,
problem is.
baby.
You think we're trying to cut you out of the main event, right? What your problem is, Handsome, is we can't cut you out of something you weren't cut in on to begin with. You're not in the main event. We're the main event. What the problem is, you're on a preliminary match. Do you know what a preliminary match is? That's where the promoters put preliminary wrestlers. That's where you are. That's the whole problem.
Let me tell you the whole thing right now. I know exactly what it is, Daddy. You know you are jealous of Handsome's body, Daddy. You are jealous of my old lady, Daddy. You are jealous of my record, baby. You know FM 100 plays my record, and they request it daily, Daddy. They request it every minute, baby. You are jealous, Daddy. You are jealous, baby. That's what's happening, Kingfish. You are jealous. You're sick, man. You're very sick, baby.
Let me tell you something, Handsome Jimmy. I'm not jealous of you because let me tell you just exactly what you are. No, you guys don't have to come out here. We'll settle this right now. It ain't no way I'm going to be jealous of a big fag-looking jerk like you. You got bleach blonde hair. You got those long, goofy handlebar mustache. You got a tattoo painted on that queer ear of yours. And you got one fingernail painted silver. Now, what's that for? Huh? You think I'm jealous of you? You're crazy.
You're right, Daddy. I want to tell you what this is for, baby. This thumbnail is painted because Handsome hitchhikes at night. And this is nothing. This thumb is nothing, Daddy, because you ought to see my toes.
Yeah, you hitchhike at night. You know why you hitchhike at night? I don't think you hitchhike at night. Ever since you've been down in Memphis, as you like to call it, from the Big Apple, you bum rides off of me and Dundee. You didn't even bring a car down here. We have to haul your butt around, and you call it back hitchhiking at night. You don't hitchhike nowhere.
I want to tell you something, baby, right now. This is what's happening, Daddy. Handsome Jimmy's what's happening, baby. I want to tell you something right now. You did this boy wrong. You did this man wrong right here, your own flesh and blood. Your old lady's got skinny legs, and your old lady's got skinnier legs, Daddy.
Let me tell you something, Bad. The only thing you've done since you've been in Memphis is screwed up this boy's mind. You know what I did for him? I did nothing for him because that's what he needed done for him. He needed to make it on his own. What'd you do? You come along, you got his hair bleached out blonde. He looks like a fag just like you. You screwed his mind up. He don't know which way he's going because he's got his nose stuck so far up your rear end that he don't know.
Come on now, let's.
Just keep my name out of it, okay?
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Stick with him. He's your real pal here. Look at him. Look what he's done for you.
You're nothing, Daddy. You're garbage, baby. You're garbage, Daddy. If you want to prove this, Daddy, get in that ring right now, baby. We'll prove this right now.
No ring nowhere, baby.
It's good, yeah. Take it on out.
Now, you want to talk about Monday night and Tora Tanaka.
Tora Tanaka, the Southern heavyweight champ. I had a chance to talk to him a little bit earlier, and if you would, I'd like for you to stay here and listen to what this big Japanese wrestler had to say in terms of his championship.
Okay.
We have not had the opportunity to interview the new Southern heavyweight champion, Professor Tora Tanaka. We had asked him once before, and that was after he and Robert Fuller had won the Southern tag team. He refused to come back and wrestle with him, but he did win the Southern heavyweight title match, and he will be putting that on the line against a guy who has held the title longer than anybody. That's next Monday night, Jerry the King Lawler.
Let me first say this to Mr. Lawler if he's watching monitor. Mr. Lawler, you are an ex-king. I am a king, number one. You are past king. You're no more champion. You're no more number one king. I am the king now. All ex-kings looking forward to try to come back to take title again. But you, I'm going to make you ex-king. You wait and see.
Professor Tora Tanaka, the Southern heavyweight champion. When he's through with an interview, he's through with an interview.
Didn't have a lot to say, but that didn't keep him from talking, did it? Yeah. You know, and I couldn't really hear exactly what I said, but I've heard through the grapevine some of the things that he's been saying. I know one thing that he's got in mind. You know, I think he says that, I'm sure that he is well-versed in martial arts. He thinks he's a big karate and judo champion, and he has said that there's no way that anybody with a broken hand is going to be able to stand up to a black belt in karate. Well, what we're going to find out, you know, he says he's the champion, but to me, he certainly hasn't convinced me that he's a champion. He hasn't beaten anybody. He didn't beat Ron Fuller to win the belt. You know, the belt was handed to him. Right. He didn't beat Jimmy Golden last week. He hadn't beaten anybody, and he's walking around calling himself the champion. Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the last person that won that title was Austin Idol. Because Ron Fuller didn't beat Austin Idol. If the truth was known about that, I won the belt for Ron Fuller by distracting Austin Idol. That's how he got the belt. Then Toru Tanaka, he gets the belt handed from Ron Fuller over to him. Now, I've beaten Austin Idol. We got him out of my hair finally. He's gone for good, I hope. Now we got Toru Tanaka, who's calling himself a champion. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Tanaka. You call me the ex-king if you want to. Well, you can ask anybody around this town who the king is, and they're going to tell you it's me right here. And if you think I'm the ex-king, you just come down there Monday night, and you're going to find out. The only thing that's going to be an X in that Mid-South Coliseum Monday night is going to be you. You're going to be the ex-Southern heavyweight champion. We're going to get that belt back around my waist where it belongs, where it rightfully belongs, Mr. Tanaka, and we're going to just see how well this cast can stand up against that martial arts, and I think it's going to do pretty doggone well.
We'll look at it. That'll be coming up Monday night. Good luck to you down there, Jerry. And
when I was in match with Mr. Lawler, I had beat this man fair and square inside ring, because when the referee touch me, that means I am automatically a winner. But automatically, this referee distract me, get up, and I think he had Mr. Lawler roll me up, try to pin me. But whatever happened inside there, I don't know what happened with Mr. Idol. I had no idea he gonna come inside in. But you see, when this referee and this Mr. Lawler try to double cross me, that'll make me only one thing in my mind is put this man in hospital. I put several men in hospital, like Mr. Wrestling number 2, Mr. Danny Hart, and many other wrestlers. Mr. Lawler made me so mad, I put this man in hospital.
All right, now, on behalf of the referee, you got to say, and the people are going to see in here, prior to the count that you're talking about, you had grabbed the referee and deliberately...
No.
Let's just roll it right now. Let's take a look at it. I want to see this because this was a Southern heavyweight match for the champion.
And don't forget, I am a still champion, no matter what. I am a still champion. Mr. Lawler is no more king. I'm the king now.
You got the title. There's no question about it. But there's what happened in this bout is absolutely, it's already been said, but I want to tell you, it is the most unbelievable thing, unnecessary thing.
Hey, other opponents could have referees the same way. Why difference with me?
Yeah, well, I'm not really talking about the fact of grabbing the referee, Jerry Calhoun, in there. They'll see it. Now, they'll take a look at it and let them judge for themselves. But that's exactly the...
Okay, what you say with the cast? You call that illegal using cast?
The referee he was over talking...
This man have no right to be inside the ring with the cast on.
Okay, the referee has talked to Lawler about it. He talked to him constantly during the match about the use of it. But the situation of what Austin Idol did...
Every time I use the cast, that's not fair.
All right, well, you can say anything you want to. He's going for the abdominal stretch on Professor Tanaka right there, but there's no submission from the champion, and Lawler is...
I don't see no action there. I don't see me touching this referee. The referee automatically hit Jerry Lawler by himself.
Sure, yeah,
now look at there, 1, 2, 3. I beat this man.
All right, now the referee is coming around. He is addled here where you pulled him into, Lawler. I don't care what you say.
Making no difference. I got the man to pin. He's supposed to... I win this match, fair and square.
That's your version of it. Now, keep looking here, because I want to see what the man who was sitting at ringside...
I don't pay no attention. All I know is I have one man inside the ring, that was Mr. Lawler. Yeah. I care only for him. You see how he sneak up behind me? Yep. He thought he can beat me like that.
And there comes Austin Idol in, and Austin Idol, who was sitting at ringside, had paid Tanaka to sit at ringside.
That's right. My $1,000 is very good. But you see, I don't care what happened to Lawler. All I care for is what I'm going to do to him. That's what I want. That's why I told Mr. Idol inside there, grab his legs, and I tie him up because I'm going to show this man some punishment.
Yeah, you sure did. You got him when he was blinded. There,
blind my eye.
Over to the rope.
He's not blind.
Yeah,
what's the matter?
Certainly
he's the back of still can see.
Yeah, and what you do is come in and Idol holds him out while you take that elbow that broke those blocks and hammer it down in his back in there, trying to put him in the hospital.
Look, I have no way of controlling myself because once he making me mad, his idea, that's the finish with him.
Yeah, well.
And I usually get mad all the time with my opponents. I don't care what.
You finished him all right after Idol had done what he did.
This man have no right to be inside the ring with me.
Okay, well.
You understand? You look at the king. He's king. What's the king there? Laying down flat on his back.
And there you're using that foot again right in the middle
The
of
king
the back.
is standing on his feet. That's me, Tanaka.
I know.
Now, you see, he even have his pawns come out and help the king.
They came
but
out
he's
to
no
help
king.
him,
He's
to help
the
him,
pawn.
They had to get him out of there, and that's what they came out to do, was to get you guys out of there and stop pounding on his back in there.
Don't worry. These rascals come back here. They're going to get some more medicine for me, too.
Look at it. Look at that. That ink or whatever it was that Idol
I
threw
don't
in
know
his
what
eyes.
I don't pay. All I know is that
Well, I know. There
one
it
in
is.
his
I
back.
can see it right there. And I know exactly what happened to him, and it was after that.
How
that
can you see
come
what
in there.
happened when you see
Look,
outside
all
ring?
right, well, take a look right here.
Okay.
You can see it.
How can I look?
Take
I don't
another
see
look
that.
right in
I
the
was on
face.
the other side. You
Right
see me?
there.
I did
Yeah,
not see that happen.
Okay. But that didn't stop you from putting the elbow to him
Hey,
after
that
Idol.
man is deciding with me no matter what. I still get this man because he's still inside the ring. It's my job there, punish this man.
Yeah, you punished him, all right. You certainly did.
That's the only way.
Put him on a stretcher and send him out. And there's the cap off that bottle that Idol threw at him.
Yes.
You get a little better look at
I hope he
Lawler
rested
being
in
carried out.
peace in the hospital.
Yeah, he ended up with a back in there that, as well as the fact that he got chemical burns in his eyes, and it just, it was a situation that was entirely unnecessary, and I'm not the only one that thinks so. Everybody there. Yeah, and here comes the guy who brought about the whole thing, but I'll tell you this, the AWA took a dim view of what you did in there, Austin Idol, and don't be flexing the muscles. Let me tell you, they have fined you $5,000 and have put you on probation in there, and your wrestling career just may be coming to a halt.
Baby, $5,000 ain't nothing to me. That's chicken feed, that's pocket change. I dropped that on the blackjack table in 2 seconds. Let me lay something on you, baby. The only reason Nick Bockwinkel still has his title is because he refuses to wrestle Austin Idol, baby. But Harley Race didn't refuse to wrestle the Idol last night in the Cow Palace when there was 26,000 people seeing me pin Harley Race in 18 minutes. But he was smart enough to refuse to put the title on the line. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion of the world right now. But let's forget about the West Coast momentarily. Let's get to the Mid-South. Let's get down to what's happening. Jerry Lawler, I don't care if your eyes are burning, baby. If it's too hot in the kitchen, then get out, baby, because it's going to get a whole hell of a lot hotter. Right. Austin Idol's on a rampage. This whole thing's turned into a frenzy now. People saying, when will the Idol stop? What will it take to stop this man? Is there anybody who can stop him? Women writing in and say, Austin Idol, we love you. You got the sexiest body in the world. Men writing in saying, Austin Idol, you're stealing all our girlfriends. You're stealing our wives. You're stealing our women. Austin Idol, please go. Please leave us. The men sending money into me saying, take a plane, take a train, take a car, take a boat. Just get out. You're stealing all our wives, all our ladies. Robert Fuller, long, lanky legs, and Bill Dundee, superstar, so he calls himself Billy Dundee. They ain't seen nothing yet, baby. They don't know what action is. They don't know what a kind of a dilemma they've gotten themselves into now. Tanaka-san and myself, the late great, the one and only Austin Idol.
Okay, we heard all of it, and I tell you what, there's no way. Yeah.
They're going to have to get up and sweep them out of the arena.
Yeah.
Like they say, Tennessee.
Lawler after Tanaka. There goes Dundee out on the floor. Fuji going after Lawler. Lawler slammed. Fuji off the top rope, misses Lawler. Takes a big elbow. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. 14 minutes, 20 seconds. The new Southern Tag Champions, Lawler and Dundee.
I don't know what they're bellyaching about. The guy that was supposed to wrestle beat him, right?
That's exactly what happened, man.
Thank you, Lance.
Right in there.
Pretty, huh?
Congratulations once again.
Can we come back and talk to you a little later?
I certainly hope so someday. The King and the Superstar. And they are really pleased. You can tell they're full of themselves with those Southern Tag belts. We're going to be...
The guy has got a fascinating set of eyes, hasn't he?
All right, listen, I want to ask Bill Dundee this.
His eyes and your nose would make a great face. Go ahead.
Get out of here, will you? Turn my back on that guy. When Jerry came to you, when Thunderbolt was not there, you had just finished, and by the way, we'll get a chance to see it a little bit later on, that bout with Dick Slater. We've got it on tape. It was a vicious kind of thing. When he asked you about that, man, you were really not in any great shape to go back in that ring.
Well, that's right, Lance, but I said this a million times. When the King's in wrestling, when he's nothing else on his mind but wrestling, he's hard to beat. Now, I just went out there and stood in the corner, and there would go a little guy, go help him. But he beat him all by himself, brother. He didn't need me. So this is all I got to tell you. Monday night, it's all signed, brothers. Bill Dundee and the King signed, and we're the champions, right? Okay, we're going in there with everything to do. We had nothing to lose last week, Lance Russell. They had the belt.
That's right.
This week, we got them. We're going to... Hey, this is home to us, brother. We ain't leaving Memphis. This is where we like to stay, Memphis, Tennessee. And we're going to be the champions. We may even... We're Monday night walking down the street. Who knows? But we're going to be the champions.
Okay. Well, Fuji and Tanaka aren't going to take this any lightly. They sure didn't, and all week long have been complaining and moaning the fact that it was an illegal bout because Dundee was not originally the one that's supposed to be in there.
Well, let me say, you know, sometimes I think it may be best to take things lightly. I think you can take a lot of things too seriously, and that's one reason, you know, I can stand here and joke because Bill and I feel at ease as a team, you know, and I think we think alike out there, and sometimes you get two guys that don't particularly care about being a team, and they think, you know, they're thinking on their own, and one man wants to try to outshine the other. Well, that's not the case with Bill and I. All we're in there doing is interested in winning the match, and that's why I enjoy being Bill's partner, and I think that's why we make a successful team, and that's also why Tanaka and Fuji don't have a chance against us Monday night.
Monday night will be the proof of the pudding. If you can do it 2 in a row, babe, you got it right then and there because you've already got the belts, you own them, you beat Tanaka and Fuji. Monday night, it will be a return match, an opportunity for you to prove that it was no fluke win as they maintained that it was.
And can I say one word of commendation there? I don't know if you saw or not. You know, the referees get so much flack, but I gotta say, old Calhoun did a good job last Monday night, and I think he even helped us out maybe a little bit. And so, like you said, we do it 2 in a row. We're going to be the champions. I think that's what the people in this area have wanted, some champions they can be proud of, not a bunch of jerks like Fuji, Gorgeous George, the Stomper. You know, this kind of thing is when they come out here saying we are the champion, we represent the people in this area, you know, we don't need that kind of stuff. So we're going to try to give the people some champions they can be proud of.
All right, we'll be looking for it. Monday night, Billy.
And the champions are going to Jackson tonight, brother. We're going to be in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be up there with you, too, Billy.
Right.
We'll see you there.
I'm not going to say what channel, but my radio show's on tonight, 11.
Oh. No way to get along with him, the old king, Jerry Lawler. We'll be back with more action coming up in just a moment.